All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. This fielded at the 2. Still on his feet. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Man.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want.
He's met at the line. Down and 6. This defense looking.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
47.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, check. Gun. 3 bucks.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the final tally. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down, Cowboys. 50 seconds to Mike. 66, half. Here we go,
Prescott looks to throw on first. A dump off to Elliott. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike, check. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 59, Mike.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.J. Hockenson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6. 60 or.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Hey, check. 3 now. 3 7. Here we go. 30 base. Push him back. 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Now a give, right side. Armstrong. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
60 Pittsburgh. Look at me. Score. Hit it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
You.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A big play here for the Cowboys. 64 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field. But still.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers or counters.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, lock it. Show it up. 5.
On first down, Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Go. 60 or. Look, squeeze.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At the around 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch out.
Prescott now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. First down, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Cooper was the target there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things?
They've got his man complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Don't want it. Keep playing. Come on, set. 15, line it. 15, line it. Let's get it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Barkley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go, 46.
From the 44, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now back to the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat.
It's caught inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, Delta. Check right.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Dallas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to...